doing the play-by-play?
I'm not another guy, so we're going to do it, yes.
Last time we played you guys in Phoenix, there was a guy that did it for you guys.
Yep.
He was awesome.
He's here going to the game.
Is he?
Yep.
We should just get on your feed.
It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube Live?
Yeah, YouTube, yeah.
How do you find it? Easy or no?
I'll tell you the link here in a second.
Okay.
Good afternoon, Preds fans, and welcome to the Harrison Ford Center in Antioch, Tennessee. We were in Bellevue last night. We're in Antioch tonight. Both buildings named the Ford Center, but don't get confused. It's the same fantabulous Junior Preds hockey. Olivas in your ears, Backle in your eyes today. Chris Backle makes his triumphant return to the state of Tennessee after a one-night hiatus. Hopefully they can keep the momentum they started last night against the Florida Alliance. The game ended 5-1. Game was a lot closer than the score implied. They got a few soft ones at the end there, but when you hold the other team to 1 point, you're going to win most of your hockey games, and the Junior Preds defense and goalies stood up to the challenge. Today they play the Milwaukee Admirals, and they'll play Florida again tonight back in Bellevue. I think they're wearing gold for both games, so get used to the jerseys. We'll have all the action for you here on the Junior Preds YouTube channel. Hopefully we can stream all the games. Last night's game will be up for watching, and you can see the war, the battle. The game got chippy in the probably latter part of the second period. Junior Preds came out loaded for bear from the locker room in the ice cut. Florida was getting away with a lot behind the play early in the game, and the coaching staff got the Preds ready to fire back, and fire back they did, scoring 3 unanswered after the ice cut. The Admirals, these two teams have a bit of a history already this year. Admirals probably looking to take some vengeance. I don't think they've beat us this year. I know we've played them 4-ish kind of times. This is also the team that felled the mighty Luke Backle. Luke Backle wishes he could take his vengeance as his upper body injury was sustained at the hands of the Milwaukee Junior Admirals, but that will all have to be placed on the back burner because there's hockey to play today. Junior Preds looking to run the table this weekend. They've had a good start against the Florida Alliance. They're going to play the Alliance tonight tired, so tonight's game might be a little more interesting than last night's game, as the Alliance is going to come with blood in their eyes, and the Preds are going to come pretty much straight from this game with a brief break for supper into the next game. 3 17-minute periods as per usual, and Tier 1 does the ice cut about halfway through the second period. It's the first whistle after the first stoppage. Oh, wait a minute, that's the same thing. First whistle after the 9-minute mark. We'll see a 10-minute intermission. I think we're shutting down the camera for that one, aren't we?
Yeah. Well,
So
no, we don't have to. We're plugged in. We're good.
All right, so we'll keep things rolling. If you want to watch the Zamboni go back and forth and get hypnotized. All right, the Admirals, a little bit bigger of a team than us physically. We have had their number this year, though. We went up to Milwaukee early in the year. I think took 2 out of 2 from them, and I believe we've bumped into them a couple of times since, definitely once for the Luke Backle incident. Possibly twice. This might also be that, well, no, this wasn't the team. My memory fails me. It's a combination of hard living, accumulated years, and street drugs. All right, who are we starting with tonight, or this afternoon? 3 in the afternoon here in Nashville. Yesterday, Jack Marshall made his return to the team, so the coach, in honor of Jack, let Jack's line start the game. Today we'll go back to Evan Moore's line to start the game. Moore, surrounded by Huntington and Olivas. We'll have Matthews and Barha on the blue line. Moore over the top, Huntington close, Olivas far, Barha close, Matthews far. The puck is dropped and we're underway into the Admiral zone. Oh, Huntington almost picked that one off. Olivas and Huntington hard on that forecheck. Battle in the corner. Huntington sweeps through, tries to get it again, can't do it. Here comes the Admirals. Engages Barha. Admirals around to the far side, put it through the crease, nobody home, far point man gets it, sends it in on, it looks like Fogle. Is that Fogle in the net? Fogle's in the net again this afternoon. So Seagraves, I guess, will get the last 2 games of the weekend. Fogle will take the first 2. Harry Fogle was in net last night against the Florida Alliance. Well, frankly, that makes sense because that will allow each goaltender to play each team once. All right, back underway. Second line is on the ice. That's Parker surrounded by Marshall, and I'm guessing Chucky. Lentz. Lentz, Parker, Marshall is out. Peller and Uzel on the blue line. Here comes the Admirals through the neutral zone. Lentz picks it up. Nice job by the D to stop that rush. Lentz gets met hard on the red line. Shoves his way through. Preds maintain possession. D to D pass. Uzel sends it forward toward, I think that's Parker. Parker and Marshall look identical from where we're standing. 18 and 19 on their jerseys. They're about the same size kids, so I'll probably screw them up at least a few times. Here comes the Admirals down the far wall. Stood up at the blue line by Uzel. Uzel with the big hit separating kid from puck. Here come the Preds up the near side. Admirals pick it off. Now a battle ensues near half wall. Peller is in there. Parker's in there. Admirals shove it down. There's going to be a penalty called on the Admirals. Fogle didn't see the delay. Here he goes now off to the bench. Preds with a sixth attacker on the ice and send it all the way down for the whistle. But the first penalty of the game is on the team in white. Tripping is the call. As number 29, Schulte, 29. Schulte for the Admirals going to the box for 2 minutes. 15:33 remaining in period number 1. My watch just buzzed that there are heavy thunderstorms in the area, just like I grew up with in mid-January in Wisconsin. 70-degree weather, flash flooding. Bing Crosby sang about this. All right, Preds win the puck, third line out. No, I guess we've got a little bit of a hybrid for the power play, my mistake. This is the power play that was on the ice yesterday. Moore just got held up by the ref. Evan tried shoving the ref out of the way. That's a lot of man to be moving. Moore looks irritated. I thought Moore was going to give him a little hip check there, too. Moore, Olivas, and McNaughton are up front. Pass got picked in the middle of the ice. The Admirals just trying to shag some time, send it back toward their own zone, and now they send it deep. Frandina and Matthews are on the blue line for the first unit power play. Here come the Preds on the punch. Moore taking it up the near side, crosses into the zone. Olivas going to the net. Moore got slammed into the wall as he put that shot toward the net. Referee calls it dead. Second power play unit will take their place. Parker is going to center Huntington and Chucky. We got Barha and Peller on the blue line for this one. Draw coming deep in the Admirals zone just to the goaltender's right. Huntington's going to take this draw instead of Parker. Putting Parker on the wing for this power play. Admirals win the draw. They're going to send it up the wall where it gets picked by Peller. Peller sends it up to Huntington, back to Parker. No, I'm sorry, that's Chucky. All right, Peller to Chucky. Chucky in the high slot to behind the net. Huntington had Parker, sent it to the back door, and it goes in. Almost accidentally. Barha wanted to take a whack at it. It bounced off of his stick. That was the perfect pass. Nice play that used Barha's stick like a backboard, and he just banked it in. Was that Huntington that threw the pass? I think it was. Huntington to Barha to the back of the net. Power play goal, Junior Preds. 14:26 to go, period number 1, and the Preds jump to a lead. They got an early lead yesterday also. Huntington was involved with that one too, except he's the one that put it in the back of the net. So Huntington on the score sheet early, 2 games in a row. Parker stays out. He moves to the center position. He'll be surrounded by Lentz and Marshall. Marshall's on the right wing, Lentz on the left. Matthews gets it and sends it. This is the same configuration on the D-line that started the game. Matthews and Uzel. Here come the Admirals, far side into the neutral zone. Matthews with a nice pick, sends it back into the zone, and everyone's running. Matthews is going to get there first. Marshall trying to run interference. Admirals trying to sweep it out of the zone. Don't get a lot out of it, only get it to the half wall, and that's where engagement happens. Lentz toward the net, shoots that wide, or it might have been tipped. Matthews sends it back behind the net. We have kind of an unusual position here in Bellevue. We're low to the ice. We're looking through a couple of posts. Still in the zone. Good forecheck by the first. Marshall puts one high up and off the goaltender's glove. I think that was Marshall and not Parker. Either way, both of them are battling now, and one of them sent it out to Lentz. Lentz thought about going to the other point, brings it to the near point. Uzel shoots it wide. It scatters out to Matthews. Matthews sends it deep. Here comes Parker. A collision happens to the side of the net. Parker trying to get his stick on it. Nice job by Parker to wrestle the puck out to Uzel. Uzel hits the defenseman, and he's going to be okay. Sometimes those go for a fast break the other direction. Uzel stayed on the kid. Chucky sends it deep with the backhand. That wicked Chucky backhand scored a goal last night. Durrett comes tumbling in and couldn't quite get a stick on that puck. Admirals trying to work it out. Preds hot on the forecheck. Durrett causing some havoc. Admirals still trying to work it out. They haven't gotten it to the half wall yet. Peller brings it up. Peller was looking to shoot, sends it toward the front. All yellow jerseys there, and that one drops in front. The goaltender just gets a glove on that one and brings it in for a stoppage. Junior Preds forecheck buzzing like hornets out there. 12:47 remaining in the first period, which is kind of crawling by now that I look at it, considering the game seems to have had a little bit of a flow, but 1-0 in favor of the Preds. Connor McNaughton leans in, and the draw is taken. It squirts behind the Admirals, I almost said fence, the Admirals net. Peller on his horse, Frandina on his horse. Both D were going to get there before the Admirals were anyway. They get it to Durrett on the half ball. Durrett, nice outlet pass, too far in front of Chucky, though. Admirals have it and send it into our zone. Peller takes that with no problem whatsoever, and the Preds try on the other side. Pass across to Chucky. Preds just trying to get it through this aggressive defense by the Admirals. They put a picket fence at the blue line and dare you to get it past them. And the Admirals have some big boys out there. This is their biggest line. Huntington is out, Olivas is out. I'm guessing Moore is with them, and he is. That line is taking over for the forwards. Well, McNaughton just got off. Okay, here comes Evan Moore to join Olivas and Huntington. Olivas all over the kid. Huntington tried to get him. Nice job by the Admiral to just skate through and maintain possession. He shoots it off of a couple of kids that hit the far wall. Smashed in by Barha, one of the Admirals. Olivas picks it out, leaves it for, that's not Barha, I'm sorry, that is Uzel. I confused Uzel with Frandina with Barha. And the puck in front, Moore puts one into the goalie. Moore wants that one back. Moore took a mighty whack at that one, and the goaltender was had good position on him. Same line will stay out. Uzel and Barha on the blue line. Uzel is sneaky. He takes on the identity of many of the defensemen. Uzel sends it right on net. The goaltender sent the rebound up front. That bounced toward Huntington. The Admirals got it, though. Barha tried to clear the puck back, couldn't do it. Here come the Admirals. Now it's cleared out. Someone got a stick on that. Probably Uzel. I don't know. Now it is out again. Admirals keep trying to work it into the zone, and the Preds are all over the puck. Huntington with a nice pick. He's got Moore going to the net. Huntington sends it forward. It goes through the crease. The goaltender sent it to the far wall. Moore to the far point. D to D near point. Barha over to Moore. Got under his stick. Moore collects it, though. Huntington in front. Olivas in front. Moore gets pinched, but he keeps going through it. Gets the puck far half wall, tries to send it through, got it to Huntington, who just put it off the goalie. Wrap around by Olivas. Huntington picks up the loose puck. Wrap around Huntington. The goalie got a leg pad on it. Moore with a shot into the goaltender. A lot of forecheck action, a lot of shots on net, and a lot of good scoring chances for the Preds. Brian Moore is coming on to Chris Backel. It's actually uncomfortable to watch. 10:48 remaining, period number one. Man. A lot of shots for that line as powerful forecheck pressure being applied. Admirals go to D. Cannon Lentz picks up the puck. The Admirals can't get it out of their own zone. They're trying to work a breakout, but our kids have a little extra nos in the tank. Here they come now. Matthews stops that rush. Admirals do a nice follow-up. Someone just got stood up hard by Lentz. One of the Admirals on his wallet. Cannon Lentz skates off smirking. Nice tic-tac-toe. Here we go. Far side. Marshall sends it deep. Parker going to grab it. Parker's going to get there first. Frandina on the point was waiting for it. Parker got engaged, though. Here come the Admirals. Try to bank pass to himself. Frandina sniffed that one out and is bringing the puck the other direction. Marshall going to the net. Frandina tried to get it to Parker. The Admirals all over that one, though, and the Admirals trying to work it into the zone, but they needed a change. They knock it deep and go to the bench. Junior Preds are going to get possession. Nice forecheck by the one on for the Admiral. Slowed us down just enough to let the other Admirals collect themselves. Durrett across to Frandina. Durrett gets in his position, and the Preds work in the breakout. Out front it goes. McNaughton to Durrett. Durrett deep into the zone. Admirals around behind their net to the far side. Durrett all over the ice. Got a stick on that one. Gets it out to Peller. Peller toward the front. That got picked. Here come the Admirals. Chucky and Durrett both coming on the back check. They would have had the kid, but Matthews picked it up first. Matthews, that's going to get waved off. No, it's not. Looked like the Admirals kid might have been able to get that. Matthews was sending it his way, but it banks down and icing is called. We're under 10 minutes in the first period, 9:19 to go. Junior Preds still up 1-0 and have really had control of most of this game. Down to Fogel's left, deep in the Predator zone as a result of the icing. All right, Preds win the draw. It gets sent into the neutral zone. Durrett again all over it. Chucky's got it. Has to wait for Durrett to get back on side. Durrett's so fast, he's both onside and offside most of the time. You do the math on that one. All right, Admirals trying to work it out. Can't do it. Chucky all over the kid. The kid goes down. Chucky trying to get it. McNaughton helping him out. Connor McNaughton digging. He gets smashed for all of his efforts. Chucky in to help. Big battle on the near half wall. Admirals come away with it. They send it up in the air just to get it out of their zone where Uzel picks it up. Sent it toward Durrett. Durrett didn't want to touch it because he was going off for a change, and here comes Olivas. And here comes Huntington. Connor McNaughton going, and Moore is on the ice. Olivas, Huntington, Moore come out. Uzel and Peller still on the blue line. That gets sent in Fogel's general direction. Didn't quite make it on net. Huntington trying to flip it forward for Moore. Gives too much on it, and the Admirals have it coming down the other direction. Admirals tried to send it deep. It hit 2 sticks on the way back. The last one was Uzel's, and Uzel's got the puck. Nice cross-ice pass to Huntington. Huntington breaking through. Huntington's got everyone going to the net. Sends it. Oh, Huntington sent it into the middle. Everyone had skated past it. The D wasn't quite there yet. Here come the Admirals on the counterpunch. Peller got a stick on that one. Slowed it all down. Huntington across the ice to Uzel. I got him right that time. Uzel, D to Peller, near side. Peller gets it on Moore's stick. Moore looks off the D, gets it to Huntington. Huntington chips it into the zone for Olivas. Olivas has Huntington behind him. Back. Huntington onto the goaltender. Olivas is there for the rebound, but it wasn't given up. Nice job by the goalie to control that shot. Huntington didn't get a lot on it, but he wanted to bank it over to Olivas. Olivas was there, but the goalie was able to cover. All right, 7:37 remaining. Parker's line comes out. He's got Marshall on his left this time. The ref was confused. He said, "You gotta have Lentz over here." Lentz is on the right, Marshall's on the left. Parker was getting booted out of the box. Lentz to take the draw. I don't know that Lentz has ever taken a face-off. That's an interesting trivia question. I'll ask his dad later. Either way, Admirals working it. Far side, can't get it out. Frandina gets it, send it right on net. Someone got a poke on that. It was either Marshall or Parker. It was Parker with a poke. Of course, we had to alliterate. Marshall with the mash, that would have been. Frandina, I thought, was just dumping it deep. He put it right on net, and the goaltender gave a rebound. 7:20 to go. Everyone collecting themselves. Same 5 kids on the ice. If I didn't mention, it's Frandina and Barha on the blue line. Puck is won by Parker. Barha skates up and grabs it. Sends it toward the front. Pucks in the mouth of the net. Marshall out to the far point. D to D, Barha. Barha sending it for the tip. Cannon Lentz put it. I think it was off the goalie. Couldn't tell if that went wide or off the goaltender, but it's back on this side. Barha's got it again. Finds a little open space. Tip. Oh, Parker almost floated that one in like Pele. Lentz around behind the net. Marshall grabbing that one. Marshall was looking at a kid twice his size. The Admirals got some big boys out there. Lentz near half wall comes to Barha. Barha steps up in open space, puts it up over the crossbar. Admirals get it, still can't get it out of their zone, Parker all over the kid. That comes out, and Marshall puts one off of somebody. That hit a skate on the way to the net. Finally, no, it doesn't get out. It's still in. All the Preds, I thought they were tagging up. They were going for a line change. They had the puck in the zone for over a minute, and finally, here come the Admirals. To the front of the net, Durrett was there. Kicked that one wide. Big battle, far half wall. Durrett and one of the Admirals' bigger kids. That one cuts off of Chucky. Chucky blocked that shot without seeing it. Didn't hurt him. Here come the Admirals now, breaking it into the neutral zone. Pass to Frandina. Frandina got nailed and leaves the puck. Admirals get it deep. That was just a tip. Barha takes a look. Admirals kid won the race to the puck. Durrett's there now. No one's beaten him in any races. Admirals far point loops it wide. Frandina's there to pick it up. Chucky's available on this side, but Frandina's skating the puck. Sam into the neutral zone. Battling the whole way, couldn't get it to Chucky. The Admirals just send it deep again. Fogel stops it for Barha, who nails the puck and then gets nailed. Barha taking numbers. There's a license plate he'll be chasing down later. Icing was waved off, so the Admirals are playing it out of their end. Durrett and Chucky are both there. I'm sorry, that's Connor McNaughton with Durrett. Here come the Admirals again. Game, punching, two prize fighters, back and forth, a lot of pace. Huntington is on the ice. Looks like the Moore line is getting over the bench, or over the wall. Here comes Olivas. Huntington picked it up. Huntington put it into the, where did that go? Oh, the goalie stopped that one. The goalie was looking like it went up in the netting, but I didn't see it hit the netting, so I guess the goalie was on top of it. Moore, Olivas, and Huntington are out together now. Peller is out with Matthews. Puck is dropped. Moore won it behind him. It's sort of a jump ball at this point. Admirals trying to work it out of their zone. Moore and Olivas on the forecheck. Admirals do get it out, but send it to Huntington. Huntington, though, had it bounce off his stick, tried to lunge for it. The Admirals were able to whack it deep. Matthews, far side, takes a look, D to D back to Peller. Peller sent it in front of himself, no problem. He had a lot of space. Huntington to Olivas. Olivas could barely reach it, did get it into the zone. Olivas puts it in front for Moore. Moore skates up to it. He got stood up on the far half wall. Admirals starting to hit. Huntington knew that one was coming. He saw the kid. Olivas, nice pinch, grabbed the puck. Admirals took it away from him, and now it does get sent up into the netting. And we've got another stoppage. 4:19 remaining in period number one. Preds hanging on to that 1-0 lead. As Parker, Marshall, and Lentz come out. What?
Said the shots are pretty uneven.
Chris Backel points out the shots are 8-1 in favor of the junior Preds, and I'll tell you, I don't remember the one by the Admirals. All right, I'm believing that's Marshall with the puck. Could be Lentz, could be Parker. It was Marshall. Marshall looking. Marshall tried to get the shot away while he's going down. Here come the Admirals neutral zone. Admirals get it out past Lentz, but can't get it past Uzel. Uzel takes the kid out of the play. Barha's got the puck. Barha, D to D to Uzel. Uzel out front to Parker. Nope, that was Marshall. Parker's got it now. When Marshall and Parker are next to each other, I'll just say partial. That'll cover both. Or marker. Those are both actual words. That's interesting. All right, Parker leaves it for Durrett. Durrett put one toward the far post. Nice glove job by the goalie. Durrett saw the shot and took it. The goaltender with a quick glove snapped that one out of the air. All right. McNaughton's line comes out to join Durrett. McNaughton and Chucky join Thomas. We've got Frandina and Matthews on the blue line. Draw coming deep in the Admiral zone. 3.5 left. Preds up by 1. Draws one by the Preds. Frandina sends it to the half wall. Cross ice pass to Matthews. Matthews keeps it in and sends it deep. Durrett is there. Durrett taking a look. Flips it ahead to Chucky. Chucky gets it on the run to Frandina. Frandina trying to get space. Finds it for Chucky. Chucky puts one into the top corner. And the Chuckster scores a goal. Frandina to Chucky to the back of the net. 2-0 Junior Preds. Man, Frandina was dancing around to get some space, drew the last forward up toward him, and Chucky was wide open. He had time to find his spot and did not disappoint. By the time the kids are 15, the forwards are pretty accurate if they've got time to pick a spot. And he nailed the top corner, tucked it under the crossbar. 2-1 Junior Preds. Frandina to Chucky. All right, Moore's line is out. Moore, Olivas, and Huntington. Again on the forecheck pressure. Moore skated by the puck. I don't know if he saw it. Admirals bringing it into the zone. Frandina skates over. Nothing but white jerseys, and then Huntington gets there. Sent around behind the net. Frandina spins it around to Olivas. Olivas takes it on the run. Olivas doesn't have a target, so he's going to go deep. Deep it goes. Huntington will be there. Huntington's got Moore behind him. Huntington has it taken away, though. Here come the Admirals. Frandina engaging. Little poke check. Sends it around to Matthews. Man, Frandina and Matthews worked that one perfectly. Up to Olivas, one man to beat. The D are tough to beat at this age, one-on-one, and Olivas gets ridden into the back wall. Huntington does what he can to stand the kid up. Admirals just send it wildly to the near half wall. It comes out to our point. Frandina to Moore. Moore just sort of smacked it ahead. Olivas was right on top of him. Huntington might have gotten hurt because he went off the ice and Lentz is out to replace him. Admirals have the puck. I didn't see what happened to Huntington or why he went off, but it's unusual for the kids to do that when they're in the offensive zone. All right, cross ice to Lentz. Lentz was going to meet his teammates or his line mates anyway. Marshall and Parker are out with him. It goes toward the net. Parker gave chase. He gets ridden into the corner, and the Admirals just trying to work it out. Peller steps up and keeps it in. Peller in a battle. Someone skates over to help. I think it's Parker. Marshall is behind the play waiting for the puck. It's a lot of digging going on. And it kind of squirts out harmlessly. Admirals are there. Lentz on the backhand puts it off the goalie. Lentz again trying to get the puck. Lentz found himself all alone in front. He couldn't get it to his forehand. He didn't have time, but he put a hard backhand wrister into the goaltender, and we're still on the forecheck, but the penalty coming. No, I hit with a high stick. My mistake. So the draw will come out of the Admiral zone and down into the Pred zone. 1:21 remaining, period number one. Ones are wild, except the score, 2-0. McNaughton's line comes out. We got McNaughton, Chucky, Durrett. They scored last time they set foot on the ice. McNaughton bends over the dot. Fogle is ready, and we are underway. D to D. Barha to Peller. Peller got tied up. Man, he got whipped pretty hard into the wall. Durrett trying to send it out. He's got it. Here we go. Durrett forward to McNaughton. Tips it deep. Durrett on his horse. Durrett peeled off, or he'd have gone through the back wall. Durrett was going to end up in the parking lot of Bellevue. Durrett just took a kid down. Chucky there to try to grab the puck. McNaughton's got it. He's got Barha creeping in toward the front. McNaughton skates it through and back doors. Nobody home. Here come the Admirals can't come out because Chucky's there. Try the other side. Durrett's there. The Admiral kid going back and forth like a duck in a shooting gallery. We're going to have a penalty coming up on the Preds, and it's on Thomas Durrett. It will be, I don't know how long the penalty ago happened. I talked like Yoda right there, my mistake. It is 2 minutes for interference on Durrett is the call. So with 41 seconds to go, Durrett goes to the box. 2 minutes interference. Olivas and Moore come out as the first forward pairing on the penalty kill. Uzel and Frandina are going to be on the blue line. Frandina lines up as a forward, gets it back to Uzel, who sends, Uzel put that one right on net. Uzel put a bouncing puck on the goaltender, and it almost crossed him up. All right, here come the Admirals. Olivas and Moore on the forecheck. The Admirals almost ran into each other. Get around Frandina, wide open shot. I don't know how that got through Fogle, frankly. Fogle looked like he had the angle. Kid found an opening, though, and was able to send it home. Quick power play goal for the Admirals. 21 seconds after the penalty, and we've got a 2-1 game.
Third shot.
On their third shot, they score. All right, Moore and Olivas stay out. They're joined by Huntington. Frandina and Uzel, I think they traded sides, but they're still on the blue line. Uzel just put a kid down. The kid looked like he was going to retaliate. Saw the size of Chance Uzel and thought better of it. Moore's got the puck, sends it around to, who is that? Frandina, I'm guessing. Frandina up the wall. Well, Frandina's going to get it himself. In the meantime, the period elapses. I'm not sure if you could hear the buzzer because I can't hear anything else. They love their buzzer here in Bellevue. Wait a minute, we're in Antioch. They heard it in Bellevue. They thought it was a tornado siren today. All right, at the end of one, the junior Preds, unfortunately, and it will give coaches gray hairs when you give up a goal with under a minute left, but it was a power play. The Admirals crawled back to within one. Preds jumped to a 2-0 lead. Goals by Chucky and I believe Huntington fed somebody. Who did Huntington feed on the first goal? Nobody can remember. Ishan. Barha and Chucky with the goals. There's still some discussion if it was Ishan. It's funny how quickly we move on. Moving on from Ishan. I feel like Dr. Seuss writing a haiku. All right, coaching staff gets the boys centered. Harry Fogel skates down to the left to take his position between the pipes, and we are about to get underway. 2-minute break between periods, and those have been timed in both of the games, so we're down to 30-ish seconds before we get going. Coaches usually have about a minute's worth of talking because in some of the tournaments, that's all they're given is 1 minute. A little more laid back. This is our weekend. All right. We will get underway in the second with Parker's line out. Oh, I'm sorry, we're on the penalty kill. No, we're not. This is going to be Parker, Marshall, and another buzzer. Dan Huntington, Heather Olivas working the score box today. Brian Moore, usually in the penalty box, got booted out for some reason. Probably because of the way he looked. All right. Lentz, Parker, and Marshall are out with Barha and Peller, and the Preds send it deep again. Oh, almost out front. Parker was able to get it. Marshall was waiting for that pass. He's going to go on the near half wall and tie somebody up. Parker stepped on the puck and went down. Big scrum going. Barha sends it back toward Parker. Marshall and Parker still going toe-to-toe with the Admirals. Admirals still can't get it out. Preds controlling on the forecheck. Marshall sends it to Lentz. Finally, it squirts to the middle of the ice, and the Admirals move it into the neutral zone. That looked like it was offside. I guess it wasn't. Admirals send it wide into the near corner. Now toward the net. Fogel sends that one behind the net. Barha tied his kid up, lost track of the puck, then found it, sent it harmlessly to the wall. Admirals controlling. Middle of the ice looking. Sent it for a little tip. That was tipped wide. Barha pushed his kid out of the way and then took the puck. One very casual move. All right, Marshall skating through. Everyone waiting on the blue line. Here we go. Marshall toward the front of the net. He had Barha standing. Couldn't quite get it to him. And now Parker on the forecheck rides a kid into the wall. Admirals can't get their jets moving in one direction. That was offside. Ref said play on. Admirals still have the puck. Get pinched by Parker, who pushed it out to, I believe Chucky's out there. Chucky and Durrett are out. Parker going for the change. McNaughton, look at Durrett's speed! And he just put it off the goalie. Man, Durrett got drilled into the wall, and he hasn't gotten up. Durrett shaking the cobwebs, going right to the bench. Olivas is going to replace him. It comes out, and the action on the other end is going on behind Fogel. Junior Preds a man down for a couple of beats there. Olivas has joined the fray, so Durrett made it to the bench. Man, he got rung hard. All right.
Same guy that got Luke.
Same guy that got Luke. Is Luke's dad talking? Olivas on the forecheck, tries to pinch his kid off. Admiral kid got it to the middle of the ice. They can't get it away from McNaughton, though. Olivas, McNaughton, and Huntington are out. Uzel and Matthews on the blue line. Let's see, McNaughton leaves for Moore, so it looks like the Olivas will stay out with his line mates. Uzel with a little shimmy. That didn't look like a dirty play. The kid was off balance anyway. Uzel was making sure he didn't fall on Fogel. I thought the ref was going to call a penalty on that. That wasn't a bad play. All right, no penalty, 14:30 to go. Matthews gets replaced by Frandina, so Uzel and Frandina are out with Moore's line. Moore, Huntington, Olivas. Moore wins it clean. Sent behind Fogel. Uzel to Olivas. Olivas to Huntington. Huntington chips it out. Lost control. The Admiral sent it back. Uzel gets it to Frandina, who's got a little room. Frandina skating, looking, does a little toe drag and sends it deep. That almost gave Olivas a shave. The goaltender tried to rim it around. The goalie had it stuck. Goaltender is stuck behind the net, and the ref, hit with a high stick. The goalie got tied up with Huntington and couldn't get back to the crease. Olivas tried to send it on a bad angle toward the front. Somebody hit it with a high stick somewhere along the way, and we're going to pull the puck out of the Admiral zone. Same forwards are out. Barha comes to replace Uzel, so it's Barha, Frandina. with Moore's line, Moore, Olivas, Huntington. Draw coming into the Pred zone. 3 minutes have ticked off of the second period. Junior Preds still up 2-1. We're about 5 minutes from the ice cut. Preds win the draw again. Send it forward into the neutral zone. Sent right back in by the Admirals. Frandina, Barha going to try this again. Frandina's got Barha as an available option. He's looking over the forward line to see how we're going to do the breakout. Frandina ahead to Moore. Moore bump pass to Huntington. Nice job. Tic-tac-toe in deep. The goaltender has to turn that away because Olivas was crashing down. That was executed just like on the chalkboard by the forwards. Huntington to Olivas. Couldn't get the backhand off. Nice job smacking his stick by the Admirals. To Barha. Toward the front of the net, and the goaltender loops it down. Olivas in his eyes. And that forward line did just what the coaches told them to do and got a couple of scoring opportunities out of it. 13.5 to go, period number 2. Preds still up 2-1. We've got Parker's line out. Parker, Marshall, and Lentz. We'll see if Durrett comes out or if coach will save him for the ice cut. Depends on how bad he got hit. He had a concussion problem last time we played a few weeks ago. So Durrett trying to protect his head. As are all the kids. All right, big battle in the corner. Marshall doing battle with what feels like the entire Admirals team and was holding his own. Admirals come away with it on the far wall. Parker on the forecheck takes it away, does a little dance, makes a little love, and almost got that shot away. Still on the forecheck. Parker again with quick hands, sends it deep, and then got dumped for all of his trouble. That might have been Marshall. That was Marshall who got dumped. It might have been Marshall with the quick hands. Parker behind the net. He gets mashed into the wall, sweeping through as somebody. Skates like Durrett. It is Durrett. All right. Durrett skating around to the front. Lentz and Durrett are out with Parker. Lentz to Parker. Parker left it for himself. That was a nifty little move. Admirals ended up with it and finally get it out. Barha skates it back to let everyone have a chance to get on side. Sends it to Frandina. Frandina to Barha. Barha up to Durrett. Nice hands by Durrett. Knocks that out of the air to Chucky, who sends it deep. Parker is still out there. Parker sent it out to the point, but the D were changing. Peller gets to his position and slaps the puck away. Peller's had a few of those good slap check, poke checks to keep the puck out of harm's way. Chucky sends it in toward the net, and the goalie covers before Durrett can get a stick on it, and we've got another stoppage. We have earned another draw deep in the Admirals zone. Matthews comes out to join Peller, and McNaughton is out for his line. Chucky to his left, Thomas to his right. Matthews and Frandina right to left on the blue line. 12:01, here we go. Admirals send that puck deep, but Durrett gets there first. Durrett walked around everybody like they weren't even there. Admirals send it down. This will be icing. And it is. Admirals trying to work the breakout up the far wall, put it in front of everyone, and the puck just skittered across the far red line for icing. Lines change. McNaughton ended up with a short shift there. Parker got caught out on the ice, so Connor came out for a few seconds, and now Moore's line replaces his. Moore, Huntington, and Olivas. Matthews and Peller. Yes. Peller's got it, sends it deep where Olivas is standing in wait. Olivas got pinched against the wall. Huntington picks it up. Olivas battling two kids. Moore entering the battle now. Peller steps up. Moore takes his spot on the D point, and the Admirals just flip it up and out, and icing is again the call. Admirals are running out of options in that forecheck, or our forecheck, in their defensive zone, and end up just sending it down to stop the chaos. Junior Preds swarming on offense today. Hopefully they'll have some legs left for Florida tonight, as they play two pretty close together. Moore bends over and the puck is dropped, kind of stayed right where it was dropped as the two centermen just tied each other up. Hanging and banging on the far wall. Who's got it? Well, I guess the Admirals ultimately, because it comes out there was a mass of humanity that was going like, I don't know what the thing is called. I can picture it in my mind. So look into my head and you'll know what I'm talking about. All right, far wall, Huntington chips it deep. Olivas is on his horse and he is going to come to a collision point, but maintains possession. Oh, Levis couldn't get anything on the pass. Nice job by the Admirals to tie his arms and his stick up. Matthews is there, though, to stop the momentum. Junior Preds trying to control the neutral zone. The Admirals got a weak shot off from the point. Fogel had no problem seeing nor gloving that one in a stoppage deep. I'm sorry, the stoppage comes, and the face-off will be deep in the Junior Pred zone. Chris Backel talking to his agent, making sure those new headshots are getting in. He went to hair and makeup for hours to set that thing up, so he wants to make sure they arrive unharmed. All right, face-off is won by the Preds. They send it out of the zone. Parker's on his horse. Lentz is going like a madman. Lentz, he got the puck. Lentz got the puck and wiped his kid out. Lentz was like one of the horsemen of the apocalypse going in after that one. Admirals do get it out of the zone, but Uzel chases it down. Sent it to Parker or Marshall, one of them. Tried to tip it in, and the other one tried to get it. The Parker-Marshall show, 18-19. The referee is going to need a Calgon sitz bath tonight as the puck went off the ref twice. His attempt to get out of the way failed when he ran into kids who were boxing him in. The ref has had nightmares about those moments, and one just came true. All right, there's a stick on the ice. There's a glove on the ice. Apparently, Lucy hit a line drive up the middle, and Charlie Brown was pitching. Frandina going back into the zone to pick it up. He's got Uzel going with him, and Uzel skates behind the net, coming up the near side. Pass up to McNaughton, who tried to tip it in. Got too much of his blade on it, held it up, but it's still under, well, nobody's control now, coming up the wall. Marshall is still out there, tried to knock it deep, but Frandina ended up with it on his stick, skating backwards near Fogel. D-to-D pass. That was about ankle high. Uzel couldn't do anything with it. Frandina makes up for it, though. Make sure the kid doesn't get a shot. Near half wall, Frandina still battling. Frandina, both sides of the ice. Still a battle. Everyone is sticking their nose into it. Marshall finally sends it deep, and I think they're going to call icing right ahead of the ice cut, so we will have one more revolution here. 9:07 remaining. Ostensibly, the next whistle will signal the end of this half. We've got McNaughton, Durrett, and Chucky out. Matthews and Barha take their positions. Barha protecting Fogel. Deep in the Pred zone, the puck is dropped, and it gets sent back for Matthews. Matthews has a kid all over him, checking him. Matthews sent it back. Well, didn't get much out of it. The puck actually didn't move. Florida looked like they were going to try a rappy. The kid lost his footing a little bit and sends it to the near point. Point man sent it wide. Admirals are trying to tip that one home. Junior Preds now having some trouble getting it out of the zone. Admirals had another scoring chance but couldn't find the handle. Admirals send it deep. Barha, far side, looking, and he'll just ice it. That'll do for the first period.
Tell Dave Frandina this is for him.
Chris Backel said, Dave Frandina, this is for you. I don't know what that means. It seemed kind of creepy. All right, there's 8:29 on the clock. The boys going to the locker room for 10. We'll come back at that point, and until then, grab something to eat. Talk to you in a few.
He texted me, so you tried to get the corner.
All right, back in Nashville from Antioch. I get a little confused because both rinks, when you're inside, sort of look the same. Steve Olivas with Caden Lemoyne taking over for Rob Lemoyne from a few years ago. It was Steve and Silent Rob. Now we got Steve and injured Caden. Luke Backel making sure that no wind blows on the back of Caden's hair as the boys are assembled in the Power I formation behind the camera. 8:29 remaining in period. That nobody runs that anymore, I don't think.
No, they don't.
All right, draw is going to come deep in the Pred zone. We're going to have Moore's line to start. Well, wait a minute. McNaughton is out with Olivas and Huntington. Yeah, Moore is not centering this line. I don't know, Moore got hurt toward the end of the period. Either way, all right, Matthews and Barha. I'm discombobulated from the break. All right, Preds have it deep. Barha skates up, keeps it in. McNaughton sweeps it around near side. Huntington, who's been all over. Huntington's had a good game this afternoon, and he's got an assist to show for it. Olivas battling in the corner, sends it forward. Barha and McNaughton are drifting over with the Admirals. McNaughton got pinched off the plate. No, Matthews tried to hold it in, just couldn't quite do it. Preds have to tag up, now going for a change. Parker is on the ice. Lentz is on the ice. Marshall is on the ice. Admirals up the far wall. Lentz engaging in the neutral zone. Barha picks up the puck. Steers the kid behind, Fogel, not Frandina. Bounces out to Marshall, who clears the zone. Admirals tag up and send it deep. Matthews pinches his kid off the play. Lentz looking for options. Matthews up to, I believe, Marshall. That gets sent toward Fogel. Barha was trying to slap the stick of the Admirals kid out of the way, ended up tipping that up in the air, and it was sort of softly nestled into the catcher's mitt of Harrison Fogel for a stoppage. 7:08 remaining, period number 2. Preds clinging to that precarious 2-1 lead despite pretty much controlling the game. Just don't have a lot of goals to show for it. 2 goals on 14 shots. The Admirals, the same ratio. Look at Lentz going. Lentz again on his horse. Now a fight breaks out in front of the Admirals' crease. Lentz was beating everybody down. I was rambling on, and Luke Backel was trying to get my attention down to see Cannon Lentz get ridden into the crossbar. As either Parker or Marshall that took up for him. One of the partial twins, one of the marker twins, the magic markers. Marshall and Parker. All right, well, we're going to get a face-off deep in the Admiral zone. Parker wins that one back to the point. D to D. Uzel had a guy crashing down on him, so sent it deep. Marshall goes to get it, leaves it. Oh, out front, Parker overskated it. The puck wasn't even covered, and the ref called it dead. Luke Backel, with that player's eye, was able to capture in his mind's eye that play. 6:48 remaining. Period number 2. Durrett comes out with Moore and Chucky. So looks like Moore and Marshall, McNaughton, one of the M's. Moore and Marshall have swapped positions. So Moore will be anchoring, centering the, Durrett with a backhander just through the crease wide. Uzel is on the blue line with Peller. Moore, Durrett, Chucky. Peller and Uzel. Peller to Uzel. Chance up the near side. Into the middle of the ice. Chucky gets shouldered off the puck and slides into the wall. Still in the zone, though. Peller keeps it alive. He's on the far side. 2 Admirals on him. Preds with the puck. Evan Moore, far half wall. Looking. He took a hit right in the mush. Durrett skates over to pick him up. Durrett to the high slot. Puts it toward the net. Bounced off the goalie and up high. Admirals get it out of the zone. Preds send it back deep. Durrett, like a laser beam, just put his forehead into the ref's chest and drove him into the wall. Evan Moore with a shot. That's going to leave a mark on the goalie. Moore with a shotgun blast into the goalie's chest for a stoppage. The referee trying to catch his breath as his sternum is now inverted. It says Bauer backwards on his chest from the crest of Thomas Durrett's forehead. Puck is dropped. It splits the D. Preds won that faceoff, but Matthews going to have to go get it before it gets to Fogle, and he does. Matthews near side up to Olivas on the point. Olivas and McNaughton are still together with Huntington, and Huntington racing down to get that loose puck. It's behind the net. The Admirals trying. Huntington all over it. Sends it toward the top. Matthews couldn't get around it to put it on his forehand. He got it deep. Olivas sends it to the point. Olivas on the forecheck. Makes sure it stays in. Olivas into the slot. Toward the net. It got tipped wide. Frandina's got it. He puts it toward the net. It couldn't get through traffic. Admirals had it for a second. Huntington stripped the puck, and Frandina sent it deep. McNaughton to the front. Oh, Huntington. Huntington looked like Reggie Jackson swinging and missing. He wanted that one so badly. The Admirals get it. Huntington stays in the game, though, hides his shame, and here we go. Admirals toward the front of the net. Fogle pops it out of harm's way. Admirals still controlling. Put it into Fogle that time. Fogle had a stick put on his pads, and so Fogle returned the favor with a little more zest. There's some bad words being exchanged on the ice, but as Luke Backel has said, nobody swears on the Preds. 4:54 remaining, period number 2. Parker is out with Lentz and Marshall. This line stayed intact. Face off to Fogle's left. Barha's out on D with Peller. Barha Peller on the blue line. Referee talking to the coach, possibly about the bad language being expressed by the Milwaukee Admirals. The junior Preds talk like Kathy Bates in Misery. They call them bad gobbledygooks, cockadoodle duties. All right, we're ready for action, and we're underway. Admirals sent it to the front. Dangerous play. Fogle bails him out, and it's out of the zone. No icing. We're going to play this one. Goalie stops it. Parker is in. The goalie had to cover it for a stoppage. Heavy forecheck pressure by Parker. Between him and Lentz, they're giving all kinds of problems to the Admirals on those deep pucks. They have earned a face-off now deep in the Admiral zone. Parker stoops over and wins the draw. Barha put it, I think that was on net. It was close to the corner. The goalie had to play it either way. To the far point, Peller sends it up high. The goalie gloves it down. We're going to do the whole thing all over again, but from the other side. Draw coming to the goalie's right this time. Still deep in the Admiral zone. Same 5 kids on the ice. Parker's line is out with Barha and Peller. Parker dips in, and we're underway. Puck gets sent toward the net. The Admirals pick it up. Lentz on the forecheck knocks it deep. To the front, Marshall got it, and he put it in! Jack Marshall with his first goal since his return! I believe that went Lentz to Marshall. What did you see? Says Luke Backel. Yes, I believe so. Lentz to Marshall to the back of the net. 3-1 now. That was an important goal for the Preds. Separate a little from the Admirals with 4:19 remaining in period number 2. Jack Marshall, first goal possibly of the year. He got injured early, like in the second game. So that had to feel good for him. Get that monkey off his back, and now we can get down to business. All right, Moore's line is out, but it has changed. It is Moore, Durrett, and Chucky are out with Frandina and Uzel. Frandina, far wall, Preds knock it forward. Moore skating. The Admirals kid can feel him coming. He's going to play it rather than wait for icing. Moore wipes him out. Durrett to Moore. Moore on the near half wall. Sent it to the crease. Goalie turns it wide. Chucky was there. Another shot. That one got knocked behind the net. Moore couldn't get a stick on it, and the Admirals have it in the neutral zone. Uzel knocks it back. Frandina wipes one kid out, and now another. Frandina battling the kid. He just put his elbow in his mush. Admirals send it in. Evan Moore Taps it up to Uzel, who brings it up to Durrett. Durrett on the red line. Nice little bump to Chucky. Chucky's got one man between him and the goalie. Chucky looks like he got his stick held up. Has it again, put it in the crease. The goalie sent it wide. Wow, Chucky put that right in the wicket. Penalty coming up on somebody. I think it's Uzel. What happened?
From behind.
Hit from behind is being called. Was it Uzel?
Yep.
On chance Uzel. Lemoyne and Luke Backel talking. He may get tossed for that, but he is going to the penalty box. So not even a 2 and 10? Possibly a 2 and 10. It is a 2 and 10. He's being joined by Marshall. Marshall scores a goal and gets rewarded by sitting next to Chance Uzel for 2 minutes. All right, 2 and 10 for Uzel for a hit from behind. That could have been worse. He could have been thrown out. He didn't make head contact, though. Head contact will get you sent to the locker room. All right, referee explaining to Coach McNaughton what the call is and what the rationale is. McNaughton, who's usually pretty animated with the refs, looked like he's nodding in agreement rather than dissension. Now he looks like he's explaining the rules to the ref. Everyone parts friends. No handshake between the ref and Darren McNaughton. McNaughton's Canadian. He'll yell at the ref and then apologize afterwards. All right, 3:08 remaining. So here's the deal. Jack Marshall will sit in the box to serve the 2 of the 2 and 10, and Thomas Durrett will sit for the 10 of the 2 and 10. So Marshall will get released after 2. Durrett will get released the first whistle after 10. All right. What did I do?
You got it backwards.
What did I say? Oh. I get Uzel confused with everybody. We'll call him Coach Uzel. I don't even notice my mistakes. Mr. Lemoyne and Mr. Backel, it makes them crazy. McNaughton, beautiful lead pass to Huntington. The goaltender dives on that one like a loose grenade and saves it. Oh, Huntington had blood in his eyes. Huntington wanted that one. McNaughton got a hold of the loose puck on the blue line and came in 2-on-1. Put that puck just a hair too far. The goalie splayed out like Superman. Was able to slap his glove over the top of it. Junior Pred still on the penalty kill. According to the 2 players next to me, I have no idea who's in the box or when they're coming out, and they're not far off from the truth. All right, Admirals trying to work the breakout on this power play. Parker and Lentz are out with Frandina and Peller. Fogle thought about playing that puck. Now we've got all kinds of rock'em sock'em robots as Fogle got bumped and took some umbrage. I don't know who's yelling or what. Luke Backel will explain to me what's happening in a second here.
He snowed the goalie, so he got unsportsmanlike.
Oh, snowed the goalie. I thought he bumped him. All 4 of the Pred skaters immediately turned on the Admirals kid. Junior Preds, they will back each other up. It was 4-on-1, and the interesting thing is none of the Admirals went to the aid of their player. All 4 of the Preds went to the aid of their goalie. So unsportsmanlike is the call. The Admirals player, I'll tell you who it is in a second when the number goes up. 15, says Luke Backel, whose eyes still work like a 15-year-old kid's, not a 52-year-old man. Although I do have bifocals, Luke. All the parents seem angry for different reasons. Referees are still conferring. Some of the bigger kid Tier 1 weekends have 2 refs and 2 linesmen. This is a mini Tier 1 weekend, so we have 1 ref and 2 linesmen. Trying to keep control and maintain order. So here's the deal. It'll be 4-on-4 for 50 seconds, and then the Junior Preds will have a 1-minute and 10-second power play, or until they score. All right, Parker and Lentz are out with Matthews and Peller. Admirals win the draw. Matthews ties his kid up and leaves the puck for Parker. Parker gets it across to Peller. Peller gets it back to Parker. Little give and go. Here comes Garrett. Storming the blue line. Matthews thought he could sweep it to his forehand, but the Admirals were able to slap his stick. Matthews is going to glide in and take a shot. Nice job by the Admirals, and now there's a battle on the far half wall. 24 seconds left, and the junior Preds will get an extra attacker. Spins around to Lentz. Lentz has been an animal today. Lentz gets smashed, but gently into the boards and comes away with the puck. Cross ice pass to Peller. Peller takes a look. Peller looking, skates it back. Next to and behind the net, he gets wiped out. Lentz sends it back his way. The door is opening. The Preds are 1 second, and now they are a man advantage. Durrett comes off the bench. Preds have a power play until they score. Durrett takes his kid into the boards. Matthews gets a little space up into the slot. Matthews, I thought he was looking to shoot, passed it across to Moore. Who put it in the net? Matthews to Moore to the back of the net, and the Preds take a 4-1 lead. Power play goal, Evan Moore. Matthews stepped up into the high slot. I thought he was going to pull the trigger, but he saw Evan Moore, who was more wide open than him. And Moore did not disappoint. Found his spot and buried it. The Preds jump out to a 3-goal lead with 52 seconds remaining in period number 2. That erases the penalty. Teams are 5 aside, and Moore takes his position between Durrett and Chucky. Moore wins the draw, too. Barha has some trouble with the puck, sends it back across toward Matthews. It banks off the wall, and Matthews picks it up. The Admirals starting to get aggressive on this forecheck as the junior Pred D are having all kinds of trouble with the puck. Matthews gets it up to Chucky, who sent it almost into Shell's ear hole. Brad Shell not with that protective helmet on, probably glad it got tipped en route. Chucky headhunting for the coach. 30 seconds remain. We're going to do it at center ice. Puck is dropped. Big battle. Moore, like a sumo wrestler, holds his kid off to Durrett. Durrett to Matthews. Matthews gets it deep. Durrett, Matthews running. Matthews going like a bat out of HE double hockey sticks. I'm like the Preds. I don't say bad words either. All right, now we're stuck behind the net. A big battle. 12 seconds to go in the period. Durrett comes storming through with the puck, and he gets taken into the wall. Admirals have 6 seconds to make something happen, and they're not going to get a chance. Someone's hurt. The ref blew it dead, even though the Admirals were running. Durrett is, I think it's Durrett. Durrett is on his hands and knees and kind of shaking around his right leg. I don't know if his hip or his knee got hurt when he went into the wall. He might have a cramp. He could be stretching his hip also. Hard to tell. It's unusual for the refs to blow it dead when the other team has the puck and on a breakout, but that's what happened. Not a lot will happen when we return to action. Neither of the coaches has left the bench to come onto the ice. Preds players are gathered around Thomas, and here comes Coach McNaughton now. They gave it a few beats to see if Thomas was going to get up under his own power and did not, so here comes Darren. Evan Moore skating alongside him. I started to say, and can't remember if I finished, there's only 2 seconds left, so it's pretty much going to be a drop and a buzzer. Durrett's still in the same exact position he's been in, on his hands and knees, facing the wall. Now he's up on one knee, genuflecting at the altar of Darren McNaughton. McNaughton down in Durrett's grill, trying to ask him what's going on.
Canadian ref.
And Durrett is up and moving. It's a round of applause. He's actually holding his elbow-ish. He's doubling over. Hard to tell, hard to speculate from this point, but he did leave under his own power. His rib, says Luke Backel. All right. When we return to action, when we last left our heroes, the puck was whistled dead as the Admirals were storming the Bastille, so the Preds probably benefited from the whistle. And Moore comes out. Well, this is the power play line. It's Moore, Olivas, and McNaughton with Frandina and I think Peller, and that'll do it. More pushing and shoving as Peller goes cage to cage with one of the Admirals. Those are little warning shots as the players sort of skate and bump into each other like minnows at a feeding trough. It's like a koi pond. All right, 1 period remaining, 4-1 Junior Preds. The game has been well in hand. The scoreboard hasn't reflected that, but the Preds have been probably in possession of the puck 65 to 70% of the game. Only a minute between periods, it looks like this time, possibly 90 seconds. So they're trying to get the game going in the show on the road. They've got a schedule to keep with the ice. Jack Marshall. Let's give him another tip of the cap. Jack Marshall scored as he came back from his injury yesterday. Backel and Lemoyne seem to be poised to come back soon, and we'll get an update on Ethan Fredericks at some point. He didn't make the trip this weekend. And that'll do. That'll round out our contingent as we go into the tournaments and the nationals at the end of the year. A couple more big trips coming up for the Preds. Boy, that is a buzzer. They got that one surplus off a World War II Russian sub. 17 minutes of hockey remain. We'll be going to Detroit next weekend and to Boston a couple weeks after that, then Minnesota. Then we go to Dallas for our 84th game against the Stars this year. Puck is dropped. McNaughton, Olivas, and Huntington are out, and we are underway. Penalty coming up on the Admirals. Huntington taunting Schulte. Huntington got taken out and got the last laugh as the Admirals are going to the box. Huntington getting a stern talking to by the linesman, and Huntington's like, hey, who got the penalty? I paid the price. I deserved that one. All right, now we're on the power play. The Preds have 8 guys out there, so someone's got to go sit down. Moore stays out. He is with Moore and Olivas stay out. McNaughton centers them. Frandina and Matthews are on the blue line. I don't know who won the draw, but it went all the way back into the Admiral zone, and they send it all the way down the ice. Matthews goes back to get it. Fogle sets it up for him. Moore joins, and we're working the breakout near side. Up to Evan Moore. Moore collects, takes a look. Couple of steps to McNaughton. McNaughton crosses the red line. The referee ricocheted that one on net. Thank you to the linesman's knee pad. And Olivas wipes a kid into the wall. Possession behind the net. Olivas puts it out front. It bounces into the goaltender, and he covers it. Olivas trying to hit McNaughton coming in. Those two combined to just dribble the puck toward the goaltender, who slapped his hand over it for a stoppage. Olivas coming off of that big hit of the big guy on the Admirals, A.J. Reed. A man who Luke Backel will meet at some point in a dark alley. All right, Preds, D to D. Barha set that one in. Chucky tipped that one, and the goalie was able to track it into his glove. Barha sent kind of a weak liner toward the net, and Chucky chopped at it. The goalie was able to corral it. We have another draw coming in their zone. Parker, Chucky, and Huntington. Barha, Peller. Parker dives at the puck. The Admirals come away with it, and they're going to engage Peller. Kid stopped at the blue line and sent it deep. Peller's like, all right, I'll just go get the puck, and he did. Near side breakout. Peller bounced that one to Huntington. Huntington wasn't able to get that one clean, but we still got possession. Barha, whoa, dangerous pass. Barha sent it to Parker. I don't think he expected Parker to be as close as he was. Parker was on the dead run. We got to reset the clock here. Now more trouble behind the net. Preds defenseman dancing with the puck and losing. Up to Huntington, near side. Huntington taking a look, drop pass to Peller. Peller crosses the red line and gets engaged. It goes into the zone momentarily, then comes out. Barha's got it, gonna send it. Oh, Parker had no choice. Barha never released the shot. He kept getting badgered by number 15 on the Admirals, and Parker just sort of skated forward out of the way, and we have a stoppage. Shell's seen enough of this line and puts the first line back out. Olivas, Moore, and McNaughton, Matthews, and Frandina. 15-19 in the game, 26 seconds left on the power play. McNaughton wins that one back. Preds have split the D on those wins a couple of times, so Frandina goes to get it. Preds in their formation, near side to Moore. Moore picks up the puck, banked off the wall to him. Moore getting ahead of speed. Moore split the D. He got pulled down, no penalty. Oh, Moore got hooked and brought down to the ground. Preds still have possession. McNaughton on the near point. Olivas in front of the net. Cross ice pass to Frandina. Back across. Moore was loading the gun, couldn't get the shot away. Put it right into Olivas' chest. Olivas to the front. Matthews steps up, sends it behind the net. Olivas engages, pinches the player off. Moore's got it near half wall, avoids a hit, still has the puck, gets hit twice. Behind the net it goes. Olivas has it with some time and space. Frandina steps up. Olivas tried to hit him. That pass got knocked down en route. Admirals finally get it out. Teams are 5 aside. And there's a penalty coming up on the Admirals. Matthews peels himself off the ice. He must have gotten knocked down. Matthews skates over, has a couple words for number 13 on the Admirals, and Evan Moore finishes the argument. Matthews skated off. Moore then started jawing at the kid. 2 minutes, I didn't see the call. I'm going to guess it was roughing. Just given that Matthews was prone and angry. And there's an Admiral in the box. So with 14-19 to go, the Preds are on yet another power play. Admiral's getting frustrated. Oh, both kids were taken. Well, why did Moore get taken?
I think it's going to be a power play.
So the speculation is Moore's mouth may have gotten him in trouble. His father is just a wallflower, though.
5 on 4. Power play.
So the Preds have 5 guys out. The Admirals have 4 guys out. Well, now a 5th joins them, so I guess it's offsetting penalties. Both penalties were taken off the board, which means they are offsetting. So Moore doesn't come out at the end of 2 minutes. He comes out after the first whistle after 2 minutes. Either way, Parker's line is out. Parker, Marshall, and Lentz. They're joined by Frandina and Peller. Oh, I'm sorry, Frandina and Matthews. Matthews stays out. Admirals controlled. Matthews now has the puck. Picks that one off in stride. Matthews has a kid all over him. Lost the puck in front. Fogle has to play it. Matthews looked like he was getting hooked and held, but no call. Admirals have gotten away with a couple of things here. Now the junior Preds tempers are flaring. Referees trying to maintain control of the game. That's either Marshall or Parker that was going at one of the Admirals kid, was getting held back by Lentz. I think it was Parker. Parker is going off the ice. Lentz is staying on. Marshall and Lentz stay. Oh, Parker's going to the box. I didn't see the signal on that one either. I was watching the action. So Preds have 2 guys in the box, and now we'll skate a man down. So Lentz and Marshall are replaced by Chucky and McNaughton, I believe. Yes. Chucky and McNaughton will start this penalty kill with Barha, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say Peller. It is Peller. All right, Barha and Peller on the blue line. McNaughton and Chucky up front. More pushing and shoving. The referee says hand pass?
No, he got in front.
Oh, the guy. Another penalty. What? Referee calling 2 minutes for roughing as there was a tie-up in front of the net. Admirals just lost their man advantage and any square footage remaining in the penalty box. Oh, they took them both, says Caden Lemoyne, and indeed they did. Junior Preds with 4 soldiers in the box, Admirals with 3. How often do you see 7 kids in the penalty box combined? All right, McNaughton gets it out, tosses it down the ice. Chucky and McNaughton are still out there. Barha went to the box, so he's replaced by Frandina. Frandina and Peller are on the ice. Junior Preds' bench is in the penalty box. It's almost to the point where Seagraves is the only available option because everyone else is on the penalty box. All right, Chucky can't get it out. Admiral's holding the line. Frandina's got it, has a kid all over him, just trying to shag some time. Gets it up, and the Preds bounce it out. Zach Peller sends it all the way through the neutral zone, and the Preds get 4 fresh legs on the ice as Olivas and Huntington come out to take over at forward. Frandina all the way down. Nice job by Sam the man. Sam Bam Frandina. Huntington, the one on, puts a little bit of forecheck pressure and then falls back into coverage. Takes the far side, now through the neutral zone. Huntington lost his stick but skated right into it. That was perfect rhythm. Synchronicity, Olivas the one on doing some forecheck pressure. Admirals finally enter the zone by flipping it up in the air to Harrison Fogel, who makes the fair catch sign and hauls it in. Possibly 8 new legs coming out, and there are. 4-for-4 switch. McNaughton returns to the ice. He comes out with Marshall and Lentz. Lentz might be playing defense with Matthews on this one. Marshall, McNaughton, Matthews, the M line, and Lentz. Which one of these things is not like the other? All right, Lentz has it, spins it behind Fogel. I think Lentz was aiming for Backel. Luke Backel, that would have hit Backel right between the eyes had the netting not been there. Backel wasn't paying attention. He was maintaining his perfectly coiffed hairdo. Backel spent a lot of time in front of the hairdryer this morning, I can tell. All right, Admirals have the puck near point. Fogel turns that one away harmlessly. That was on net, though. Admirals getting tight and then hold the kid again and don't get called. Marshall got the puck and sent it deep. Holy cow, look at McNaughton going after it. McNaughton's going to win the race. McNaughton got the puck. Near side, he gets collapsed upon by the entire Admirals team. McNaughton still has control. Connor McNaughton, a wrecking ball on the penalty kill. McNaughton going for a change. Chucky is out. Looks like the teams are 5 aside again, and they are. Matthews sent it in. Marshall had to tag up. He's on his way to the bench for a change. Huntington is out with Chucky. And Olivas is out to make the third. Huntington, Olivas, and Chucky are out at forward. Evans out of the box. Ishan's out of the box. They stroll over to the bench. Right now the forwards don't have a center, so someone's got to get replaced. Olivas and Huntington are going to be joined by McNaughton. So McNaughton comes over the wall to center the line. This is the way they've been since the break. Peller and Barha are on the blue line. Center ice, we have the draw. McNaughton wins it to Peller, who sends it deep. Everyone running. Olivas is going to get there first, far half wall. He grabs it, sends it to the far point, and Barha. Barha sent it back, I guess, toward Olivas. I'm sorry, not McNaughton. That's Olivas, perfect pass to McNaughton, who got the shot on net. I don't know if the D got it or the goalie got it, but someone saved it. McNaughton got a perfect, like a 3-wood on that one. Olivas, how did he even see him? Great no-look pass by Olivas to the crease. Huntington to Olivas, one-on-one with the goalie, and Olivas can't get it through. Nice job by the Admirals goaltender. Olivas was juking and jiving, and the goalie was with him move for move. Nice job by the goalie. Olivas frustrated on that one. He can usually toe drag around the goalie, but he didn't have room. 10:49 remaining. The score stays 4-1. Olivas skates dejectedly back to the bench. Parker and Marshall are out with Lentz. Draw came to Lentz, who went down to one knee to backhand. Then Lentz has it again. High slot looking. Over to Barha. Barha had a kid in his grill and put him almost on his wallet. Marshall to the front. Oh, it was sent wide by Chucky. Chucky with that backhand. Who are they with? Marshall, Chucky, and Lentz. I don't know who centered it, probably Marshall. Chucky puts one again on net, and the goalie has to find that one on the ice for a stoppage. So Marshall is now centering a line. Marshall's between Chucky and Lentz. Barha and Matthews are on the blue line. 10:22 left in the game. Preds up 4-1. Shots are doubled up Preds to Admirals, 26-13. Draw coming deep in the zone. Preds win it again. Marshall wins it to Barha, who sends it deep. Lentz on the near half wall. Gets his stick swept out, but still pokes it behind the net. Chucky going to engage. Lentz got there first. Admirals can't get past either of them. They're going to try the near side, now again the far side. Trying to work the breakout and do. Admirals into the neutral zone. Matthews engages. They send it across to the near side to Barha. Now shoot it behind the net. Chucky gets there at the same time. Chucky, little poke pass out front. 2-on-1 coming. Lentz going to the net, going to the net. They get it. Oh, Lentz might have had his foot swept. That was sort of an unusual play. The Admirals kid slid through and knocked the net off its moorings. Couldn't tell if Lentz got too deep or if he got bumped on the way. With 9:46 left, we're going to have another face-off deep in the Admiral zone. Olivas and Huntington come out, presumably with McNaughton, and they are. Connor McNaughton skating with Zach Peller, who's going to be joined by Sam Frandina. I left my heart in San Francisco. Peller got eaten up by that one, recovers into the neutral zone and just sent it deep. McNaughton on the forecheck. Admirals work it out far side, neutral zone. All the way around, rimmed it near side. Number 2 shot out of a cannon, but Peller put him into the wall. Battle on the near half wall. Getting chippy on this side. Huntington reaches in. Admirals had it. Oh, that one got tipped twice, sent over the crossbar. Olivas puts a kid in the wall. Olivas digging and pushing. Number 18 for the Admirals is down, and they blow a stoppage. 18 what?
Admirals.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Huh?
I said 18 Admirals. All right. Admirals, boy is up on his hands and knees. He and Olivas went hard into the wall. Took the brunt of that one. 9:11 remaining. We got Porsche time on the clock. Still 4-1 in favor of the junior Preds. Linesman talking to Frandina and Olivas. Admirals kid is okay. Oh, that's their big bomber. That's AJ. AJ Reed was hurt on that play. All right, McNaughton, Olivas, and Huntington remain out. Barha is out, I believe, with Matthews. And a battle ensues. Matthews has it over to Barha. Barha gets it smacked off his stick, but Huntington had it. Huntington sends it forward. Here goes Olivas. Olivas, number 14, going to be... Oh, Olivas out front again for McNaughton. McNaughton couldn't get the shot off, or the goalie had the corner. I couldn't tell which, but Barha now battling on the near half wall. Olivas takes a swipe at it. The Admirals trying to work it around. Preds defense is all over this Admirals attack. Barha's got it. Takes it behind Fogel. Gets himself trapped, but Olivas, little bump pass out to McNaughton. McNaughton, nice job by the Admirals to take that off his stick, but can't get anything on the shot. It comes to the near side of Matthews. Matthews crosses the red line, tries to get it deep. He was getting badgered all over the place by the Admirals. And now McNaughton pushing and shoving on the forecheck, and Huntington gets it deep. Olivas had a kid in front of him, couldn't get to the crease in time to get to that puck, and rides the kid all the way into the wall. Olivas with a pinch. What are they calling here? Roughing on somebody. It didn't look like anyone went in hot. Roughing on Olivas? There wasn't even that much paint getting rubbed off. Well, I'm not sure what the penalty was exactly. Roughing is called on number 16, Brandon Olivas. And there you go. All right, 8:12 left in the game. Junior Preds are on the penalty kill. Of all the calls, that was one of the weaker ones that the ref has made. Olivas looked like he had just pinched the kid against the wall and was holding him there. Olivas may have said an unkind word. All right, so Lentz wins another draw. Lentz is 2 for 2 on the draw today. There you go. Lentz and Chucky going to start this PK with Frandina and Peller. Frandina and Peller. And it goes all the way back in the Admiral zone. Lentz is on it, though. Working on that back check as the Admirals come into the neutral zone. The kid falls down, but another Admiral picks it up. And they sent it right into Fogel, who saw the puck the whole way and just gloved it home. Minute 36 left on the PK. Uzel comes out of the box, so his 10 minutes have elapsed. He joins his team on the bench, and we just have a lone player in the penalty box, Olivas, for another minute 36. 7:47, that Boeing time on the board. Preds are out, trying to kill this one off with Marshall and McNaughton. Frandina smacks that one behind the net. The Admirals had to hit it first or it would have been a hand pass. Either way, McNaughton got possession and sent it deep. Admirals running. Marshall on the forecheck goes to get it. Takes the near side. Admirals back and forth behind the net, working the far side into the neutral zone. Here they come. Frandina meets the rush. McNaughton again skips it out of the zone. Harrison Fogelsmom getting into the action, directing the referees on how to make proper calls. More action against the walls, and another penalty being called. Oh, the net was off its moorings. The referee is out of breath from blowing his whistle so much this afternoon. 7:02 remains in the game, 51 seconds left on the penalty kill. Lentz and Huntington are out at forward with Barha and... we're going to call him Cole Matthews. No, it's Chance Uzel. Uzel is out with Barha. Barha gets it on his forehand and sweeps it all the way down the ice. Lentz again, heavy on the forecheck. Lentz is going to get this one. Oh, number 18 just got that one in time. Huntington stays on. Two forwards tag teaming to create some havoc in the offensive zone. Here come the Admirals into their zone. Fogel has to stretch for that one, but gets it. Lentz now pushing and shoving. A.J. Reed causing some problems. This one that got wiped out by Olivas. 6:35 remaining in the game. As a hush falls over the crowd, everyone in shock over how rough this game has gotten. Hockey is supposed to be a gentleman's sport. Lot of big mess in front of the net. The Admirals got a shot off. Fogel said no problem. Preds trying to clear. Just couldn't quite clear. That one danced on the blue line for a second. Barha's got it. He makes short work of that. Barha all the way down the ice. McNaughton is going to beat everyone down. The goalie left it to the side because Connor was all over him. Admirals can't get it deep. Barha gets in the way. Barha chips it out. Into the neutral zone it goes. Teams are 5 aside. Penalty has been erased. Barha again with it on his stick. Laser pass to Chucky. Chucky's waiting for help, but the Preds were changing. Chucky was all by himself. McNaughton still on the ice. I don't know how he has any legs left. Hey, Durrett is out for the first time since his injury, so looks like Thomas is skating pretty well. Admirals with a rifle blast off of Fogel. He keeps it out of the net and into the neutral zone. Durrett all over the kid on the forecheck. Admirals just sending it deep now. 5.5 left in the game. Matthews in the action. Matthews spins A.J. Reed around and takes the puck away. Admirals get it back. Near point. Send it wide. That probably hit somebody en route. Matthews rimmed it around to the far point. And that's going to get picked up by Durrett. Durrett went face-to-face with one of the Admirals, lost the puck, but Matthews got it back and just sends it into the neutral zone. Admirals onside, here they come. Send it deep. Fogel holds it up for Peller. Peller takes a look, bank shot. No yellow jerseys around. Everybody's wearing white in those passing lanes. And it goes toward the net. 5-hold Matthews. Fogel was able to keep his eye on it and kept it wide. Admirals off the bench, kept it in the zone. Sent it off of somebody's shin. That was Peller. He took that one for the team and out into the neutral zone. Durrett tried to run into that one. couldn't do it. Lentz put a hit on Schaefer, number 14, for the Admirals, and it goes far side. Matthews tips it up to not Moore, that's Marshall. Thank you. Marshall poked it up into the bench area for a stoppage. There's too many M's on the team now. We got to get rid of one of them. We're going to have a drawing. We're going to rock, paper, scissors. 4.5 to go in the game. Junior Preds up by 3, 4-1. They took the game against Florida 5-1 yesterday, so the defense and the goaltending has been spot on. 1 goal each game given up. Marshall thought he could whack that one, ended up just settling it and sliding it out of the zone. Admirals slide it back. Frandina's got it. Near side, decides to go the other way, and that was a good choice. Bump pass out to Parker, and here comes Parker. He sends it ahead for himself and chases it down. Lentz going to the front of the net. He's going to come in support of Parker. Lentz and Parker battling. It gets kicked out to the near half wall where Parker picks it up. Uzel's on the point. Skates it toward the middle, sends it back to Parker. Parker has to change directions pretty quick. The Admirals get the puck and come through the neutral zone. Little poke by Frandina interrupts everything for the Admirals. Admirals put that into one of their own teammates. He had to let it come out of his equipment. Huntington, little dance move, gets it to Frandina's forehand. Everyone battling. Olivas to the front of the net. Olivas with the rebound. Oh, the Admirals got it off his stick before he could get the shot off. Olivas had it on his backhand. Thought he could send it into the empty net. The Admirals with a good job on D. Here they come now. Frandina and Uzel back on their horses. Admirals had numbers for a second, but the Preds D was all over it. Into our zone it spills, and McNaughton to Huntington. Point man for the Admirals intercepts that one, and Fogle literally punched it wide. Frandina's got the puck, puts it onto McNaughton's stick. Here comes Connor. Crosses the blue line. Olivas stays behind him to cover the point. Olivas to McNaughton. He's got Huntington in front. Huntington's in a mob of white jerseys, so we take it high. Peller gets it in. Oh, Huntington might have gotten a tip on that one. It went wide. Barha sends it deep. McNaughton trying to keep control and does. One of the Admirals got spilled in front of him, and Connor McNaughton puts it home. McNaughton unassisted to the back of the net, and he earned that one. McNaughton took out one of the Admirals players, kept possession in the corner, stepped forward, and 5-0 the goalie. McNaughton with one extra celebratory move. He was going to make sure to relish that moment as long as he could. 2:40 remaining, and we have matched our score from last night. Preds are up 5-1. Moore is out with Chucky and Durrett. Durrett takes this one hot on his backhand, sent it up. Goaltender gloved it down. I think that was going over the crossbar, but the goalie didn't want to take any chances, and we're almost down to 2.5 minutes. Connor McNaughton with a nifty 5-hole. All right, the Admirals take this puck. Uzel takes the kid out of the play. Chance Uzel lays him out on the blue line. Stood him up and put him down. Matthews now, both defensemen with a wipeout on this shift. Into the neutral zone it goes. Preds playing much more physically this weekend than I've seen them play probably all year. Moore tried to pick that one clean. The Admirals kid was able to maintain possession, but can't get it past Chance Uzel. Uzel and number 8 exchanging some pleasantries, and the linesman comes skating over to break them up. Number 8 was able to get the shot off, but didn't have much on it. Fogle was able to get that one with no problem, and there's about 2 minutes left in the game. Uzel and number 6 were going jaw to jaw. Except Durrett's going to the box. Why is Durrett going to the box? Everyone just shrugged. I think the ref is now just picking kids at random to send to the box. 5-1 Preds, 2:05 remaining. We got Lentz and Parker. Lentz and Parker. No, that's Marshall. Lentz and Marshall on the penalty kill. Frandina and Peller on the blue line. Marshall puts a kid into the wall. Admirals to the far point, D to D near point, right down Broadway. Fogle punches that one out of the mouth. Admirals now far point, sliding as Lentz. He blocked that shot or any attempt. The Admirals tried to go top shelf, put it over the crossbar. Marshall again hitting on that far wall. Lentz got a body on the puck and kept it from getting shot. Admirals try to put it in front, can't do it. Peller high off the glass and all the way down. Zach Peller and out of harm's way. Minute 22 remaining in the game. Admirals trying to work another breakout and salvage one goal before the game goes away. Oh, McNaughton just too short to get that one. If McNaughton was 6'6", he might have had a goal. The Admirals kid fell down. Huntington still, how did he keep control? McNaughton and Huntington. McNaughton fell and then got slashed hard by number 14 coming past him. 14 saw the opportunity and made a dirty hit on McNaughton. McNaughton still gets the last laugh as he grabs the puck and throws it all the way down. McNaughton and Huntington remain. Peller gets replaced by Matthews. Barha is out to join Matthews. And the puck rolls down for icing, I think. Yeah, Preds still only have 4 guys. 36 seconds remaining on the power play. I mean on the penalty kill, not the power play. Mr. Lemoyne was very close to correcting me again. Lentz is going to go for his third faceoff. Let's see if he can bat 1,000. And that wasn't a win or a loss, frankly. Admirals ended up with it. All right, into the zone they trot. Barha gave the guy only one option, and it was to throw the puck into Fogle. Admirals still trying to work this. Backdoor pass near point, steps up into the slot. How did Fogle grab that one? Harrison Fogle with a big glove, and he pulls that one, let's say snaps that one out of midair. He snatched it. We want a more aggressive verb than caught. 18 seconds, and this one will be in the books. Durrett comes out in 13. McNaughton takes the draw, sends it over. He won the draw to Barha. Barha immediately gets met by 3 Admirals, but Barha able to hold that puck long enough for McNaughton to get it and send it deep. McNaughton has had a good game today and was rewarded with a goal. And that'll do it. Junior Preds with their second victory of the weekend. We don't have a lot of turnaround time, but we'll talk to you at, I think, 7:30. I will check for sure before I turn off the microphone here. Let's have a look. If anybody is curious about joining our next broadcast, we'll be coming from Bellevue, Tennessee. This is our last game in Antioch. 7:15 Central Time, 8:15 on the East Coast, where they'll take on the Florida Alliance again. Until then, Steve Olivas for Chris Backel and Caden Lemoyne saying thanks for watching, and we'll come back at you soon. Have a good night. We're saying bad words again. Kid is itching to play. I know it's killing him. Especially in these rough games. He just wants to get out there. I don't know who that is.
Oh, he's the LSU quarterback.
Oh, really?
And we were just watching the last two play. We're like, oh, there's Backle. There's Backle. There's Backle. So he called his picture, and it looks like he's your son.
I'll ask Bobby Coach.